Hello, everyone. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat, either resting your hands on your thighs, or you can place your hands in your lap, either one. And start to deepen your breath. So this is a close to 40-minute beginner Vinyasa flow. Of course, any levels can do this practice, but it is focused for beginners. And the only props that you may need are blocks if you care to use them. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your abdomen, and start to breathe into your palms. It's an easier way for you to connect to your breath, feeling the rise and the fall of your chest and the expansion of your abdomen. Eyes are closed, or they can just be soft if that's more comfortable for you. Bring your hands to heart center in just a moment. As you deepen your breath, start to set an intention for your practice. And slowly reach your arms up overhead. Bring your palms to meet. Bring the hands down to your heart. A couple more times. Full inhale, connecting breath with movement, raising the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full inhale, reaching the arms down, around, and up. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to the heart. Full inhale, reaching up. Full exhale, hands to heart center. And reaching the arms up again. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just pausing here. Going back to that intention or setting one at this moment. If you're sitting on a block like I was, slowly remove the block to the top of your mat. Come into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. So sitting up tall, arms reach up. And slowly bring your left hand down. Right arm stretches over your right ear. So the weight is grounded in both of your sit bones. Really try to straighten that right arm. Breathe into your right side body as you draw your navel in, keeping your core engaged. Full inhale, arms reach up. And switching sides, right hand down. Left arm reaches over, stretch it long. Again, you're grounded in your left sit bone as well as your right. Breathe into your left side body. Arms reach up. And slowly interlace the fingers back behind you. Maybe even bring the heels of your hands together and open up your chest. So we aren't doing too much on the neck, so just keeping your head in neutral. Of course, if you would like, you can drop your head back or maybe bring your chest closer towards your chin. Arms reaching up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's slowly find tabletop position, hands and knees. So keeping your toes tucked, have your knees hip distance apart, your hands shoulder width apart. We're going to do some rounds of cat-cow. So rounding the back, chin into chest, draw the navel in, and full inhale, arching the back. So I'm not necessarily gazing up, keeping the head in neutral. Exhale, round. Full inhale, slowly arch, breathe into your lower back. If it feels good to you, you can absolutely gaze up towards the ceiling. I'm just showing in this video of just my head in neutral. Full inhale, finding your cow. Full exhale, finding your cat. So very important to connect movement with the proper breath. Then draw your knees together, sit back on your heels. Inhale, reaching the arms up, taking eagle arms, hands to heart center. Garudasana arms, open the arms out wide. Right arm comes under left, palms meet, and I'll show you a modified variation. You can grab hold of opposite shoulders and lifting the elbows up, keeping them in line with the shoulders. But if not, bring the palms to meet, fingertips are reaching up. The elbows are in line with my shoulders here as I'm relaxing my shoulder blades down my back. So of course, if sitting on the heels is not comfortable, you can go back to that easy seated pose, Sukhasana, that we did at the beginning of the practice. Inhale, reaching the arms up, hands to heart center. And switching sides, open the arms out wide. Left arm under right. Palms come together. I'm closing my eyes here. I like to practice as much as I can with my eyes closed. I'm able to really feel the sensations in my body a little bit more, not finding distractions. Inhale, arms reach up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're slowly just going to make our way to the top of the mat. So just coming all the way up to standing. Coming into Surya Namaskar C variation. We'll inhale, arms reach down, around and up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your shins, halfway lift and lengthen your spine. Plant your hands and step your left foot far back. Anjaneyasana, so different variations to start. You can take your hands to your blocks, untucking the back toes. You can keep your hands framing the front foot. Hands to your knee. Or if it's comfortable for you, reach your arms up overhead. Gazing up if that's comfortable on the neck. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, plank. Go ahead and drop down to your knees, untuck your toes, elbows point back, lower all the way down. Hands frame the chest, use the lower back and lift into cobra, head is neutral. Exhale, sit it back into child's pose, tailbone to heels. Downward facing dog. Pedal out through your feet. Head is relaxed. Tailbone is lifted. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Drop down through the back knee. Whatever variation you did on the right side, do the same thing on the left. Again, I'm showing the different variations. Just do what feels good to you. Breathing in and out through your nose. Frame your front foot, step your right foot forward. Forward fold, fold over your legs, bend your knees if you need to, relax your head. Inhale down, around and up. Hands to heart center. Second side. Inhale, arms reach up. Swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step your right foot back. Low lunge. So notice where my knee is. It's in line with my ankle. For me, it's just a little bit further past, which is okay. Do what feels good to you, but just make sure that the front heel is grounded. Find your plank, drop down to your knees, untuck your toes, spin the elbows back, lower all the way down. Again, cobra, using the lower back and lift. Hips are grounded. Exhale, release. Child's pose. So I'm taking extended child's pose. My knees are wide, my arms are reaching forward. Deepening my breath. Downward facing dog. And other side, stepping the right foot forward. Low lunge. So same thing on the right side. As you can see, my eyes are closed here. I know exactly where I'm going. And step the left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head, very important. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to do that one more time. Full inhale, down, round, and up. Swan dive, forward fold, just opening up the chest as we fold. Halfway lift, hands slide up the shins. Left foot steps back. My hands are staying low towards the mat. My heart is lifted. I'm just taking this variation. Finding my plank. Dropping down to the knees, untucking the toes, elbows point back as you lower all the way down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, release down. Extended child's pose. Breathing here. Downward facing dog. Tailbone lifts, navel's engaged, ears are in line with your arms. Stepping the left foot forward, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, grounding down through the back knee. Again, my hands are grounded to the mat. I'm closing my eyes here. Just an option. My front heel is grounded. Step the right foot forward. Fold over the legs, exhale. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Hands to heart center. Last time, inhale the arms up. Dive through the midline this time, forward fold. Halfway lift. Stepping the right foot back. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. This time I reach the arms up. So my hands are shoulder width apart. Feels good on my shoulders. Gazing up because it's comfortable on my neck. Those are just options. Step it back into plank. This time you can lower all the way down, keeping the knees lifted. But listen to your body, untucking the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Use the knees to bring you back. Stepping the right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, arms circle up. Watching the front knee. Breathe into your left leg. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Step it forward. Exhale. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Hands to heart center. Inhaling the arms up. And stepping the left foot over, so you can't really see with my hands, but my right hand is grabbing hold of my left wrist and I'm breathing into my left side body. Come back to center. Stepping the right foot off of the mat. You can see on this side, my left hand is grabbing hold of my right wrist, breathing into my right side body. Coming back through center, hands to the heart. Inhale the arms up. Swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back. Downward facing dog. So you can stay here in your down dog or come forward, find your plank. You can drop down to your knees, untuck your toes, elbows point back, lower all the way down. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale, release. Use the knees to bring you back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot slightly in, reach the right leg up, bend your knee, open up the hip. So just an option here, you can stay in down dog or take it into three-legged dog. Press equally into both hands, arms are straight, not sinking into the shoulders. And bring the right foot to your right thumb, stepping the left foot slightly over to the left. So your feet are about hip distance apart. It's going to help with balance here in your high lunge. So I'm showing different options here using the block. You can bring the hands to your knees or inhale the arms up. So same concept with low lunge, but the back knee is lifted and the front knee is in line with the front ankle. Toes are pointed straight ahead. Downward facing dog. Step it back. You can stay here or come forward, find your plank. Knees can be up or down, lower all the way down. Using your lower back, lifting into cobra. Exhale, release. Use your core, use your knees to bring you back, downward facing dog. So stepping the right foot slightly in. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, open up the hip. Continuing to stay with your breath. And three-legged dog with the knee bent, if that's comfortable. Arms are straight, head's relaxed. And then bring your left foot to your left thumb for high lunge. Sink into your front knee, core is engaged. Keep drawing into the ball of your back foot. Straightening the leg. Downward facing dog, step it back. Holding here. Or come forward, find your plank. Knees can be up or down, lowering all the way down. Cobra, inhale. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, relaxing down. Use the knees to bring you back, downward facing dog. Keep relaxing the heels down. If the heels do not touch on the mat, that is no big deal. Just have your feet hip distance apart, hand shoulder width apart, and then travel to the top of your mat. Either step or walk. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms reaching up. Swan dive, forward fold. Hands slide up the shins, halfway lift. Step back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Staying here, come forward, Finding your plank, taking your Vinyasa here. Exhale, drop it down. I'm going to do a couple more cobras. Full inhale, strengthening the lower back as well as finding space. Exhale. One more time, full inhale, cobra. Exhale. Extended child's pose. So if you need a little bit more release to your lower back, you can bring your knees together and relax your arms back behind you with your palms facing up. Let's stretch out the spine a little bit more, walking the hands over to the right and sitting your tailbone towards your left heel. Breathe into your left side. Keep anchoring the shoulders towards the mat. We're going to switch sides here, so lifting up, dropping the tailbone towards the right heel. Breathe into your right side body. And just breathe. Bring the hands back through center, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bend your knee, open up the hip. This time bring the foot, so you're seeing me kind of step the right foot in between my thumbs, so not directly at my right thumb, in between my right and my left thumb. You can grab your blocks and just kind of straighten the right leg, bend into your right knee. The hands can be grounded on the mat if you would like. So my left toes are pointed towards the long edge of the mat. My right toes are pointed straight ahead. And cartwheel the arms up. Go ahead and straighten the right leg. Gaze at your right arm and then notice where your left arm is. As you press into the outer edge of your left foot, keeping the back leg just as engaged, bend into your front knee. So Virabhadrasana 2, you're able to still see your front big toe. Your front knee is in line with your second and third toe here. The back leg is engaged. Arms are reaching away from one another. So Warrior 2 here. We're holding these standing postures about 5 full inhales, 5 full exhales. Go ahead and take your left hand to your left leg and reach your right arm over your right ear. Try not to bend through the right elbow like I just showed. Really straighten the right arm. Keep sinking into your front knee for reverse warrior, or you can call it peaceful warrior. So this is not a back bend. You're breathing into your side body and then coming into extended side angle. Again, try not to bend through the top arm. Really reach your left arm over your left ear. And continue to breathe. And coming back into Warrior 2, cartwheel the hands down and step back into Downward Facing Dog. And take Child's Pose. So if you want to have it be a little bit more active, you can stay in Downward Facing Dog before we go to the left side. But if you need a break, just drop down to your knees and come into Extended Child's Pose like I'm doing. And we will all make our way back into Downward Facing Dog. Lifting your left leg up, bend your knee, open up the hip, and step like I'm doing, stepping the left foot in between the thumbs and dropping your right foot down. So you're lining up your left heel with your back arch. Your right toes are pointed towards the long side of your mat. And here we are straightening and bending the left knee. Just start to notice how this side feels. Again, you can keep your hands on your blocks, or your hands can frame your left foot on the mat. Cartwheel the arms up, straightening the left leg. Gazing at your right arm, notice where it is. Then gazing at your left hand. Start to bend into your left knee and draw your navel in. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. We are here for 5 cycles of breath. Turn your left palm up, peaceful warrior. So right hand to your right leg. Breathe into your left side body as you stretch your left arm up over your left ear. Extended side angle, dropping the left elbow to the left knee and opening up your chest. Stretch your right arm over your right ear, so keeping your back leg active the entire time. Of course, you are feeling it in your front leg, and draw your navel in. Warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Slowly drop down to your knees, extended child's pose. So pausing here, resting, but at the same time staying connected to your breath and allowing yourself to be in the present moment. Coming back to down dog. Taking your time, slowly walk to the top of your mat and exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, inhale all the way up and exhale, hands to heart center. Coming to the middle of your mat, we're going to come into tree pose. So standing on your left leg, you can take your right foot to either your left ankle, your left calf, or your left upper thigh. And try not to have the foot be on the knees, so either below or above it. And to help with balance, you can either gaze down at the floor, straight ahead, or if you want to have it be a little bit more challenging, you can gaze up towards the ceiling. And relaxing down. So we held this for 5 full inhales, 5 full exhales, and we will do the same thing on the right side. So try not to allow the bent knee to come forward, keep peeling it back. You can't really see my hands, but you can bring your hands together above your head and keep relaxing your shoulders and your shoulder blades. And slowly release here and go ahead and have a seat. So extending the legs out in front. Keep your feet flexed. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Just folding over your legs. So you can either hold on to your shins, your ankles, or you can hook your peace fingers around your big toes. having the pose be somewhat active. Keep reaching through the heels. And keep drawing your navel in as you lengthen through the crown of your head. And dropping down one more time, getting into the posture maybe a little bit deeper. And inhale up, coming into Janu Sirsasana. So think seated tree, dropping the left knee down. So my left foot is right there at my right inner thigh, and I'm folding over my right leg. And keep finding space, breathing into your right hamstring as you allow the left outer hip to open up with the left knee bent. And keep lengthening through the crown of your head, breathing in the pose. And then coming out of it, and we're going to switch sides. So drawing the right foot in, so you can see on this side, my right foot is into my left inner thigh and folding forward. Just relaxing your head and your neck. So if your torso doesn't drop close towards the leg like mine is, just keep finding length instead of really rounding your back. Keep reaching through your left heel and slowly coming out of it, shaking the legs out. Go ahead and grab your block. We're going to come into supported bridge. So feet are hip distance apart, walking the heels in towards you. Taking your block either on the medium height or the tallest height. So it's right there at my tailbone. So I didn't place the block on my lower back, it's right underneath. And the back of my head is relaxed, my shoulder blades are relaxed. And here I am adjusting the block, making it a little bit higher. So creating more space in my lumbar spine. You can also interlace your fingers and kind of tuck your shoulders underneath. Bring your hands in front of the blocks for a little bit more of a heart opener. We'll be here for about another minute. So just relaxing here, feeling supported on the block, as this is one variation of bridge that you can take. So of course, if you don't have a block, you would keep your body aligned the same, but you would just be lifting your hips up with nothing supporting you underneath. It would just be more of an active pose. So dropping the block down if you were in supported bridge, coming into waterfall. Just extend your legs up, relaxing your arms, keeping the back of your head relaxed. So just taking a very restorative inversion before coming into Shavasana. Hug your right knee in, extend your left leg long. So breathing into the front of your left leg and keep drawing your right knee closer towards your right shoulder. And switch. So breathing into the front of your right leg and drawing your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Draw both knees in. The block is supporting you. Dropping the feet down. And go ahead and remove the block. Hug your knees in, taking a spinal twist before coming into Shavasana. Arms go out to a T, palms flat down, and drop both knees over to your right and gaze towards your left. Continuing to deepen your breath here. And switching sides. So gazing towards the right as you draw your knees towards the left. Just feeling that release in your lower back. Take your time. Extend your legs long for Shavasana. So you can stay here for as long as you would like. As always, thank you for sharing your time and your practice with me. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. And of course, if you like the video, make sure to press the like button. Namaste.